Hey, Judd Welty here, helpgettingripped.com. I am going to go over how to build a meal plan for yourself with Hammer and Chisel. If you don't know, I'm cast member in Hammer and Chisel, and the workout is awesome. All of the workouts that we do that we have access to are awesome. But the majority of people focus on the workout more than they do the nutrition, and then they wonder why their results aren't like those in the test groups, or those of us that that go hard at it for the 60 days, 90 days, whatever, and then you get discouraged. So I want to break this down for you real quick and show you how simple it is for anybody to build yourself a simple meal plan. So it comes with this nutrition book that most people don't read, right? And so I'm going to go right to the most important sections for the nutrition, which is which is going to be the very front. It's page 4 and 5, and the first question is, what is your gender? Are you male or female? And it has a little +1. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a little +1 next to female and a +2 next to male. So obviously, okay, I'm a +2. The next one down, what is your current weight? I'm between 161 and 180. So, they're all numbered from 130 or less, 131 to 160, 161 to 180, 181 to 200. I mean, you guys can read this stuff, but so what you do is you take that. I'm a male. I'm a +2, and then I'm between 161 and 180. So that's a +3. So now that total is +5, right? So you go down. The next question is, what is your current activity level? Not including you doing, the hammer and chisel workout. And so if, typically if you've got a desk job, or you're just a stagnant person, right? You just don't do anything right now at all. You're not chasing the kids around. You're not out, running or any activity level at all. Then you're going to be an inactive style person, and so you're going to be a -1. Moderate, a server at a restaurant. Somebody that's out walking regularly, consistently, maybe jogging every once in a while, maybe going to the gym, maybe a few times a week, doing something, activity, some sort of activity. You're a 0, or a very active person, construction worker who's just, always, out there using their body, physical manual labor, that type of thing. Or you're like me, you work out every day, you're chasing the kids around, you're biking, you're doing, you have a variety of things. So I'm a very active person. I'm a +1. So so if I add up, I'm a male +2, my weight, 161 to 180 is a +3, that's 5, and then I'm a very active person, to +1, so I'm a 6. Now, what is your goal? What is your goal? And this is all, guys, this is all on page 4. This is a very simple way to start. And you might, you want to have a pencil and paper to write this stuff down if you struggle with this. And I recommend that you do that. So what is your goal? Do you want to lean out? Do you want to maintain weight? Or do you want to build muscle, right? So, that's if you need to lose 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 pounds, well, then you want to lean out. Because, no matter what you do, if you're a very inactive person, or you are a moderately active person, even if you're a very active person like myself, getting your nutrition dialed in, doing a workout like Hammer and Chisel, or the variety of other programs that are awesome, you're going to build lean muscle no matter what. So that's something that you have to think about. So if you want to lean out, you don't have to think about, oh my gosh, I'm just going to get skinny and I'm just going to lean out. No, you're gonna have muscle too. You're gonna build on what you have. Now, what that doesn't mean for you women, that doesn't mean you're gonna be this, big old, monster chick that has muscles everywhere. No, that means you're gonna have a nice, slender. Think bikini model. Think bikini. That you're gonna that's they're not big, bulky, yet their nutrition is dialed in and they lift weights. So that's the kind of mindset you want to have. So I'm gonna, lean out. I want to lean out right now. So with this program, so I'm actually a -2. So if in the very beginning, I'm a 2, I'm a +3, that's 5, and then I'm a 6, now -2. So I'm a 4. So and so then you go to page 5, the next page, where it shows the different caloric ranges for the different plans. So what is your score? So I'm a 4, so I'm going to be a plan D, which is between 2100 and 2399 calories a day. And so wherever you figure out you should be in there, that's the caloric range. And so now if you want to bulk, then obviously you're going to build muscle. You're going to you're going to have a higher caloric range. If you weigh less than me, obviously, then your numbers are going to be a little less. But figure this stuff out for yourself. It's very, very simple. So then, so I'm at number 4. I'm Plan D. So I'm going to go now to the page on. I'm going to go to page 14. Page 14. This is where it's going to lay out what plan you are. So I find Plan D. 2100 to 2399, and then on that, what it does is it shows you how many green containers you get per day, how many purple, red, yellow, blue, orange, and then teaspoons. And so that right there is super simple to figure that out. And if you want to see a bigger picture of it, on the back of the calendar, on the back of the 60-day calendar, now you have it all here too. And so this is the part I think people get big time wrong. So now you're going to take your plan, and what you want to do is you want to write this out. So you want to write out your 5 or 6 meals per day, and you want to then choose what you have. 6 containers. I have 6 containers of greens, of veggies. So I'm going to go to veggies, and it shows you all the choices right here. So green, you can see that, veggies. So I'm going to go pick the veggies I like on here, and I'm going to write them down. And I'm going to do 6 meals a day. And that might change, but I'm going to start. That's where I'm starting. So I'm going to write out my 6 different ones, and if I can't find 6 of them I like, then I'm going to do 3 or 4. The key here is, guys, is do not just pick one thing from each one. Give your body a variety. That would be like doing the workout, doing one video like 60 days. Your body's not going to just like that. It's going to adapt to it. You're going to get used to it, and then it's not going to do anything for you. So that's why these workouts have different moves in them to keep your body guessing, so you get muscle confusion, right? You're going to get results by that. Nutrition is very, very similar, where you want to continue to have your body guessing and processing food, and so that's why all these different choices here are great to choose from. So purples, fruits. So I'm going to pick my different fruits, and I get on Plan D, I get 4. So I'm gonna put my fruits in my first 4 meals of the day. If I want to squeeze them together and have a little bit more per meal, then I can do that also, and maybe just make it 3 of the meals, but just have bigger portion. So the reds are next. I get 6 reds. So I'm gonna write that down on all my 6 meals. I'm gonna write down what proteins I want, and again, don't just eat chicken. That gets boring. Have the variety on here. That's why you have this list. And so yellows, carbs. You can choose your different carbs. And then the blues, I get 1 blue, and that's healthy fats. So my choice is going to be coconut oil, and so you have coconut milk. I mean, you have so many. You have avocados. I'll put that in there one day. I'll switch it up. So write that down on your plan, which ones on what days that you want, and then the orange. I get 1 orange, seeds and dressings. Go on there. There's peanuts on there. There's simple stuff on here, and then there's things that are a little bit more, time consuming. And then the teaspoon. I get 6 different teaspoons. And that there's nut butters. Ooh, I love nut butters. Like almond butter. So go through this. You can see how fast it. There's 10 minutes. I'm 10 minutes right now. And then it gives you all the free foods, the coffee. I'm gonna still have my coffee in the morning. You can totally build yourself a plan. It's a great place to start, and it's so simple to do. And but pick your calorie range. If you need help doing this, send me a message, and we will work through this together. But this is what I'm gonna show you, but that doesn't mean down the road, things may change. You don't know that. So until you actually start from a dialed in plan like this, and then start to get results, and as your body changes, we may need to tweak this. We may not. But you can see the simplicity of the Master Hammer and Chisel Nutrition Plan, and how you can lay it out. But if you don't open the book and you don't go off of this stuff, then you're guessing. And this takes the guesswork out of it. And if I'm your coach, I'm going to take the guesswork out of everything that you do, so you can simply focus on results. And that's the way I like to work. Keep it simple, focus on results, eat the good food, plan it out, and then you can't not get results. So you need help, send me a message on here. Find me on Facebook at facebook.com/helpgettingripped. Or you can email me at helpgettingripped@gmail.com. All right, hope this helps. Share this if you have somebody else that needs to watch this. It's only 12 minutes long. Have a good one.